Good morning, guys. Today we are going to see the first chapter of physics, that is force and pressure. First, we are going to learn about force. What is a force? The push or a pull. It is called as a force. To understand it in a much better manner, we are provided with three examples. The first example, it is football. Okay, the football is in rest till the player is kicking it, that is forcing it or pushing it in a particular direction. Next example, it is about the hockey player. The hockey player is using the hockey stick and he is pushing the ball to his desired direction. Okay, till then the ball is in rest. So after his application of force in the desired direction, the ball started to move. And the next one, the last example, they are talking about a carpenter who is cutting the wood log with the help of the saw. Okay, they are making a to and fro motion. When a carpenter is pushing, the other one will pull the saw. So they will do the work vice versa, and they used to cut the log. Okay, so from this we can understand pushing and pulling is called as a force. So now the second heading, it is the application of force with resultant motion. What is this resultant motion? After applying a force, okay, what will be the result motion? That is called as a resultant motion. So, okay, if you take a milkman, the milkman, if he lifts the can, that is the result of his force. Okay, like the same we are having similar forces like pushing. We know what is pushing, and pulling, hitting, and flicking. In football they used to flick, and we know what is kicking, and we know what is picking, we know squeezing. Okay, if we want to dry a cloth we used to squeeze, and if it is going to be a very big cloth we have to twist the cloth, and we know pressing, and we know what is opening and closing, stressing, stretching means nowadays we are having stretching pants even. Okay, the elastic material it will stretch. Okay, stretching, and then inflating. Okay, blowing air inside a balloon or a ball, by that we can inflate that material. Drawing a bucket full of water, everything is the application of force, and they will have a resultant force after applying the force. That means they will finish the job after applying the force. Okay, and the next one, it is interaction, direction, and magnitude of force. First one, we are going to learn about the interaction. What is an interaction? Interaction, it is the contact between two surfaces. Okay. Unless there is a contact between two surfaces, we cannot transfer the force from the source to the object. Okay. Say for an example, we are provided with a man and the wooden box. Okay. If they are going to stay apart, the man cannot apply a force. When he is going to uh, touch the box, get a contact with the box, he can push the box or pull the box so that the box will move. So interaction is very much important. And the next topic, it is magnitude and direction. So these forces are having magnitude as well as direction. That is why we call it as a vector. Okay. So what is this magnitude? Magnitude is the string of the force. Okay. And direction, on which direction the object is moving, all because of the application of force. So now you understand what is magnitude and direction. We are provided with few examples. We will see one by one. The first example, it is push or pull in one direction. So here we are having two examples, that is two mans and two trolleys. In the first case, the man is pushing the trolley. Okay. Now the trolley will move in the direction on which he is pushing. The second one, a man is pulling a trolley. Here the trolley will move in the direction on which the man is pulling. You understand the concept? Now, next one, it is pushing and pulling in the same direction. So now pushing and pulling are happening in the same direction. We are provided with again two cases, two examples. The first one, a man is pushing a car at the behind the car, okay, from the back of the car. So now the car will move in the direction on which he is applying the force, but the car will move in a slower speed because only one man is applying a force. His strength will be lesser in comparison to the second case. If we take the second case, here the car is being pushed by a man at the back of the car, as well as the car is being towed or pulled by a man with the help of the rope in the front of the car. So both of them are applying their force in the same direction. And now the car will move little bit faster than the case 1. Okay. And next case, it is push in direction opposite to one another. So here we are having an example with a car and two men. These two men, they are applying their force opposite to each other. Okay. Now the car is not going to move at all. It is going to be in rest till their forces are in equal level. When suppose any one of their force is going to overcome the force of the other, then the car will move in the direction who is having the greater force and who is applying the greater force, and that car will move in that desired direction. Okay. And the last one, it is the pull in direction opposite to one another. Earlier it is a push in opposite to one another, now pull in opposite to one another. So this one, it is a thug war. This one we played in our schools and in our areas whenever we conduct the celebrations. Okay. So here there will be two equal teams, and uh, the ends of the rope will be given to the teams, and the center point will be marked with a cloth, and there will be a marking in the ground also to measure the center. And once the game started, for a few minutes or few seconds, the central node will be in the center because both of them will apply the same level of force. And after that, who is having a greater force for a longer period, that side will pull the rope towards them and they will become the winner. Okay. So depend upon the force, it will move. So next one, it is the effects of the force. So to learn the effects of the force, again we are having four subheadings. The first one, a force can change the state of motion. Yes. So when you are going to apply a force, you will be able to stop an object in motion. Say for an example, if a ball is rolling towards you, you can apply a force and stop the ball. Same way, you can apply a force and make the ball to move from rest to motion. Okay. So we are given with an example of a football. The football will be in a rest position till either of the team is going to start playing. Okay. So from that we can understand a force can change the state of motion. And the second one, it is the force can change the shape and size of the object. For that we are given with two examples, a dove and spread. So if you take a dove, the way we are squeezing, we can change the shape of the dove. And when we are going to spread the dove and place it on the tawa and making into a chapati, we can change the shape of the dough. Same way, we can change the shape of the spring here. This spring is placed inside the pen, ballpoint pen. We have to remove the spring, and if we are going to apply a tensile force, that is pulling from both the ends. Now the spring will elongate and it will stay in that position. Now the spring's shape is changed all because of the tensile force. So it can change the shape and size of an object. The third condition, it is force can change the direction and speed of the body in motion. Here, for an example, they are taking cricket as an example. First of all, when the ball is in the hands of the bowler, it is in rest. And once he bowls the ball, he is bowling the ball with a greater speed in a desired direction towards the batsman and the stick. And the batsman is hitting the ball with the help of the bat in his desired direction towards the boundary. Okay. Now the batsman actually alters the speed and the direction of that ball. If suppose the ball is flying, then the fielder will try to catch the ball and stops the ball. If suppose the ball is rolling on the ground, the fielder will stop the ball from rolling. So again, the motion of the ball is altered and its direction is altered. So from this we can understand the force can change the direction and speed of a body in motion. And next, the last topic. It is in this I think last topic, that is force is applied to raise an object to a higher level. So here we are provided with an example. A man is carrying a pot on his head and two buckets of water on his both the hands. Okay. Here all these three objects are pulled towards the ground by gravitational force. So if we want to keep them uh, in a say same height, same place, we have to keep on applying the muscular force to hold the objects at a particular height. Okay.